Welcome back to another legit cooking video. Today we're going to be making some sort of pasta. Now I don't really have a recipe or any ingredients, so I'm just going to go and make it up as I go, and we'll have a name for it at the end of the video. So first things first, I've got this arugula that I want to get rid of. I'm thinking we'll do like a white sauce. So that means we'll also need to use this milk because I don't have cream. Cheese to make it nice and cheesy. And then for our protein, I've got some, I think it's either mild or spicy Italian sausage, but that's what we're going to go with. And then I was thinking a pack of mushrooms as well. And some butter. Pack of mushrooms, some margarine, I guess. Same thing. So, first things first, we're going to get some pots and pans out. This one's for the meat. I'm going to start by cooking up the meat, and then I'll do the sauce on the side. And then I'm gonna bust out the rice cooker and use, what am I doing here? No, I'm gonna cook the meat and then add the sauce to that thing, and then use the other burner for the pasta. So this is for the pasta. It's clean, I promise. Turn our burner on here. Get that going. That was way too much water. This is also a recipe-free zone. If you're using a recipe, you're not cooking. Bunch of salt in there, and then gotta get the meat into the pan. So this part's kind of nasty, so I'm gonna cut it here and then I'll show you once we get going. Okay, so quick update. We've got the sausage in the pan, getting going there. Water's getting boiling, so we're gonna start to cook this down. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to help draw out moisture. Apparently, if you're a chef, don't roast me in the comments. I don't know what I'm doing. And then once it's cooked down, we'll start turning it into a sauce. So I've got my mushrooms all washed here. Still a little bit wet. I'm just gonna give them like slices kind of thing, small pieces. I don't want it to be too big, but they are gonna cook down. These are white mushrooms for those of you who care. And the sausage is definitely hot Italian, by the way. And you probably don't need to use all 5 sausages, but it's a Sunday, so have some leftovers for the work week kind of thing. But obviously do as much as you feel is necessary if you don't want to have any leftovers. But yeah, it's just gonna be over here on the side, cooking away, doing its thing. You know, just give it a stir once in a while, make sure that it's not burning or anything. I've got that on like medium-ish heat. Our water here, our nice salty pasta water, is pretty much good to go anytime now, but yeah, we're not ready for the pasta yet. I'll give them like a little side cut kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm doing like a half slice sort of thing. I've got a little bowl on the side here. No stems, because I don't like them. And again, we do not use recipes here. My goal with these videos is to help people cook and get more comfortable in the kitchen, because a lot of people, especially at a young age in post-secondary institutions don't know how to cook, or at least how to cook real food. And I'd like to change that, because everyone should have nice, real food when they want it. Mushrooms are a little bit past their prime, but that's why it's always nice to have them in a sort of nice thick cream sauce where any imperfections will be muted by everything else going on in there. It's going to be like that ratatouille scene where he eats the roasted mushroom with the lemongrass, I think it is, or rosemary or something. Got all those flavors going on. That's the goal here. We're gonna check on our sausage here, make sure that it's still getting there. Should have broken it up a little more before cooking, but that's all right. Once it dries out, it'll break down a little more, but not fully dry, not fully dry. Running out of space in our little bowl here, but you can see we've got some nice mushroom pieces going. We've got a couple more here. That's a bad one. Should never be afraid to throw away produce that looks bad, because it might save yourself in the long run. You never know if something's gone too far off or not. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick reset of my cutting board and stuff so that we can rinse out the arugula appropriately. Okay, so I'm going to take you over here really quick. We're going to take a look at the sausage, give it a listen. It's sizzling away, doing not too badly. Our pasta water is ready to go. So I think I'm just gonna dump in fusilli. And again, if you're measuring, you're not cooking. Just do however much pasta you want. Give it a swirl to make sure it's all under the water. A little more. Put the lid back on. Make sure to check in on that in about 5-ish minutes. See how it's doing. Throw in a little salt here. Not a lot. And then I do have garlic and onion, but I don't want to put too much in the sauce. So I'm going to hit it with a little bit of onion powder. And then a little bit of garlic powder. Brand new one, so I'm going to take the seal off. Smells good though. There we go, we want the shaker side. Why is nothing coming out? Gotta take out the inner little thingy here. Maybe easier if we just punch through there. Nice. Makes it sticky. But there we go. Good amount of garlic powder. Back on the shell. Make sure we keep our prep area clean. Yeah, so I've turned up the heat on the sausage here. Just trying to help evaporate out whatever liquid is left in there, because I don't want to end up with that in the cream sauce. I want to try and get it as much of that out as possible. So, gonna give that a good go. This is probably a good one to stir our pasta with. Make sure that it's not clumping together. Put the lid back on. Okay, so next thing, gotta wash up our arugula here. I also don't know if arugula works well in pasta, but we're gonna find out. So give it a quick rinse. Okay, so we've got our arugula washed. I'm gonna keep it in the sink because it's still dripping wet. but the sausage here is starting to dry up like I was looking for. It's also reduced in size drastically. If your pasta ever overflows, just lift the lid, blow on it really quick, all those bubbles are going to go right down. So at this point, I'm going to add our mushrooms into the sausage, get those going, and our arugula. And then turn the heat down just a touch. Now, I went a little bit overboard because my pan is not quite big enough to fit all these ingredients. But once the arugula and mushrooms start to cook down, everything will be in there nicely. Spilled a little bit over the edge, but no need to waste it. Countertop's clean. I'm also going to hit it with a little bit more salt to draw some moisture out of that produce we just put in. And then I'm also going to throw in a dash of olive oil. Again, no need to measure here. We're all friends. I don't even know what this is from. Oh, I know what that's from. Don't want to throw that out. Paper towel. What mess we make. But can always be cleaned up. So don't be afraid to experiment in the kitchen. Let's see how our pasta's doing. Okay. Not too bad. Let's give one. It definitely feels a little too hard still. Or al dente, as they like to call it. Another 5 minutes maybe, but really quick. That's how you know the food tastes good. Okay, so the arugula and mushrooms are starting to break down a little bit. So we'll just keep this thing, I've got it on like medium-ish heat. But just want to start drawing out all that moisture from those veggies while our pasta is cooking. I'm also going to throw in a good amount of margarine. It's butter, okay? Just don't know how to get it into the pan. So I've got, I think this is a teaspoon. Like that much. That'll really help make those veggies and that much. Again, this is not for one sitting. This is for more than one person or more than one day kind of thing. And it's okay to use butter when you cook. You need good fats in your body. Okay, so we got some nice liquid coming out of our veggies. I'm just gonna keep that going. Check on the pasta in a second here. And you know what? I'm actually going to abandon the cheese. I don't think we need it. I think we're doing pretty well. And it's just gonna interfere with the end product. Maybe 2 more minutes. We're really close. Oh my goodness. Not the work phone. Okay, quiet down. Okay. So yeah, while this is going on, just keep mixing up that sausage mixture so that everything gets well incorporated, drawing out a lot of water from those veggies and the sausage itself. And we're going to replace all that liquid with ideally cream. If you don't have cream, I'm just going to use milk, and I guess we'll see how that works. They come from the same animal. Basically the same thing, I think. But yeah, you can see just how much that arugula cooks down. You can see we've got it's nicely evenly cooked here. We've got our pasta, it's probably ready to go. I'm going to put you back here. And we'll give the pasta another quick stir. Maybe wait 2 minutes or something. I don't know. Again, we're just feeling it out as we go. There's really no need to be scientific about it. In the end, it all gets, chewed up and swallowed. So, as long as the flavors are there, that's what matters. Okay. And I'm actually going to help this along a little bit. I'm going to take my buttery spoon and see if I can't just scoop off some of this liquid here. Probably shouldn't do this because I feel like you're losing a lot of flavor in this liquid, but I'm hungry and it's just for me. So if you're cooking for someone else, maybe be a little more careful, but you do you. Okay, so I've got a lot of that liquid taken out. Bring it back to the burner here. The work phone is going crazy. Okay. So I'm going to turn down the heat on this. And I know the meat is fully cooked, so at this point, you just got to decide when you want to put your milk in, or cream, whatever you got. I'm gonna do it now because I'm a little bit wild and the pasta is ready. So I'm going to give this a quick strain. Okay, I'm not gonna put it back on the burner because I don't want it to do anything bad. Can't find a trivet, so I'm gonna use this cloth here. Okay, if you see steam, it's just the pasta. Go in with the milk here. There wasn't enough in there, and I knew that. That's why we got a second one. Give it a quick shake. There we go. Get all those paper bits out of there. I really don't know how this is gonna go. Got this like reddish, it's very liquidy, just to be expected when you just pour liquid into something. But let's cook this down a little bit and see what happens. Again, it's all about experimenting. You don't need to know where you're going, you just have to figure out how you want to get there. But the destination can be anything. So I'm going to keep cooking this down, do a quick cut. Forgot to add a quick update. In the meantime, I'm going to wash my arugula, mushrooms, and cut up the mushrooms. So I think if you have flour, you're supposed to add flour to help thicken it up, but take a look. We've got it bubbling away. I'll give you a little ASMR. Hopefully that comes through on the mic. But I'm gonna keep it cooking away, and probably should have started the pasta a little bit later than I actually did. But we're getting there, one step at a time. I also think like sour cream might have worked really well here. Again, not a cook, just do what you think is right. Okay, so our cream sauce thing isn't quite done reducing, but I'm getting hungry, so I'm just gonna give it a go. Gonna go with a plate here so I can show you guys what it looks like. Take a nice little serving spoon kind of thing. Start with a big old scoop of pasta. Pro tip, if you wait till later to cook your pasta, then it doesn't stick together like this, but also if you throw in a little bit of olive oil and mix it around, it'll help quite a bit, but I did not think ahead. Leave the pasta there. And then I'm going to put this in the sink. So you can see our sort of cream-ish sauce. Can't quite get the angle there, but I mean, I did try it. The liquid is pretty good. I feel like you might want to just use cream though, because I'll be honest, this kind of looks like dog vomit, but I'm the only one eating it, so who cares. In addition, I'll say that, you know, oh my gosh, almost just dripped all the liquid off the plate. Let me move the camera instead. So there you go. We're gonna call this mystery meat pasta, mostly because it's looks a little gross, not gonna lie to you, but we'll give it a quick taste test here. And we got a noodle, and that string is just a piece of arugula. Please don't be alarmed. Not bad. Not bad at all. Honestly, if you didn't do the milk, you probably wouldn't know. You really don't get a lot of creamy texture. I think if you use cream or, you know, cream plus a little bit of flour or like sour cream even, you'll really be able to get that creaminess. But I'd give this, you know, like a 6.5 out of 10. Definitely not my best, definitely not my worst. And we're gonna call this the, what did I call it before? Nasty pasta. That's what it's called. Okay. Well, that's it for this legit cooking video. Feel free to stick around on my channel, see other videos that I have going on. I kind of just make videos on whatever I want. Hopefully I can make another coffee video sometime soon, but don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment your favorite part of the video, because I feel like it's all a joke.